Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. In my last video I told you that I primarily expect the Ethereum price to sell off more. And again, two possibilities as we struggled here to get through this trading area again, through this area of resistance. When we tried, we touched it again, that was on the 1st of December after we came up here. I gave you that target area when we were on our way up. That was exactly reached. I did then give you that target area here that was exactly reached. We did come up, did not manage to get through that first target area again. So basically what my expectation is now, also because we are in this downtrend, as you can see, is that we see a further sell-off. Yeah, getting into that yellow target area again. That's my primary expectation, as mentioned in the last video. And also after the last video, we did go down much further. We did go into to the $3,800 range. Now recovered a little bit, but you can see how the buyers are struggling to push the price higher. So I would expect in the next move to go down further, especially as you see the series of lower highs and lower lows, right? So that's what we can see. We can also see a head and shoulder pattern here, developing with the left shoulder here, the head, and the right shoulder. Overall, you could also see all of that as a head and shoulders pattern, pushing us down lower. So one thing that you can see here is here a head, a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, giving us this level here as a key neckline. So let me just make that a little bit clearer. I think that's fair enough. So if we drop, I would indicate in the next move down, if we drop below 3,880 roughly, then that should move us down further. That would be based on this larger head and shoulders, and the target area for that, just roughly again, these technical targets are to be taken with a pinch of salt. Sometimes they work, oftentimes they actually work, but sometimes they just don't work because prices are too dynamic. But still good to have an orientation. And from the breakout point here, that would move us down to 3,000 US dollars. And if that actually plays out on the bigger picture here, that would take us into this orange target area. And as I said before, this is basically the higher level picture. That would be the target area where in this area I would expect the Ethereum price to land if Bitcoin really comes down to the 29K level, maybe even a little bit lower. Then I think this is what Ethereum holders can expect. And that would also be if that technical target adheres to that larger head and shoulders. Now we've got a smaller head and shoulders, as I said here, with a different target level as well. And then it depends on what is playing out, right? But just want to give you the idea here where we could land. Looking at that one, I think the first target would then be here, very close to that fib level down here. Yeah, so we would be here at around 3,000. Let's call it 3,300 US dollars. That would be, I think, what I primarily expect in the next move down. If we move down here, that we go through that fib level, which is the 0.382 at 3,680, go through it and go down to the next fib level, the 0.5 fib level at 3,300 US dollars. That is what I would expect. And then we need to see, however, how fast do we go in? How deep do we go in? Just to determine, is it likely that we actually come into this target area here? It's too early to say that yet or now, and I will keep you on track. But definitely, as we push, as we couldn't get through here, formed that double top, I told you then that I would expect further sell-off, and yeah, we are doing this. We did come all the way down to 3,500, perfectly into the target area, made a lower high, head and shoulders here. So expect further prices down. That's my expectation. Doesn't mean that, maybe over the next few days we could go up a little bit more, make another lower high, and then go down. So this noise really, I don't really care about. And I think many of you are interested in the larger scale, higher level direction that the price is going. So yeah, both scenarios again pointing here to the downside. The more bullish one here, after which I would expect to move down, and the more, less bullish one here, but even after this one I would expect a move up, and certainly we're moving here in a sideways move at the moment, sideways market at the moment, in a range. And after every range, when the breakout happens, in this case below 3,880 roughly, then normally you see a big move, right? So that's what will happen for Bitcoin as well, which is moving just sideways at the moment. As soon as you see a big move, or as soon as you see a breakout, there will be quite a big move. So the market is loading up with some tension here. That's basically what I expect currently. Also, we can see that on the higher level time frames, there is certainly scope for further price drops. Here also on the weekly Ethereum, the RSI still sort of in the middle here in the bullish range, certainly scope for a further drop, at least to the 50 line in the first instance. And on the MACD, very importantly, we have a very, very high MACD, had a basically also nearly a double top here, or even you can call it a bullish, a bearish divergence, right? Making higher highs here on the price, but actually the MACD was making a lower high here. And now a bearish crossover, so we can fall very, very deep, very, very far. So yeah, this is something we need to be aware of. And the weekly MACD is also not looking very good for Bitcoin, to be honest. And that's where we are really. That's where we are on the longer term time frame. The indicators allow us to drop quite a lot, to be honest. All right, so hopefully you liked the update video about Ethereum. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.